Kilo 8 Lima Juliet.
Lima Juliet, roger, roger. What's the name there?
Bob, and I have a little bit of a hoarse voice. I don't know what's going on here. I don't have a cold, I don't think, but my voice is not usually raspy like this.
Oh, Roger, you know, today, health-wise and thing-wise, when you get sick, sometimes I've noticed that I start to get a sore throat before I get a headache or anything. It's weird. But anyway, glad to have you. What radio are you running today, sir?
ICOM, excuse me, I had a cough. ICOM 7610, and I'm running about a little over 500 watts with an amp.
Roger, roger. And Bob, what's your location, sir?
Just outside Granville, Ohio. Don't put a D in it. We're east of Columbus, east of the center of Columbus, about 20 miles, or 25 miles. Roger.
Just for kicks now, I'm running 5 internet SDRs. I'm on my local antenna now, but if you would tell me about your antenna system there for about 10 seconds, let me check the other stuff and see if I can get a better copy on you, Roger.
Okay.
On you, Roger.
Okay, for the fancy, it's actually an end-fed low is no higher than maybe 20 feet in the center, and it slopes down in both directions. But I load it on all bands and work all over the world with it, so it does get out.
Roger, roger. Bob, I went around the horn there, and I do have a better copy theoretically on my PA SDR. It's a little quieter, but you know SDRs don't really give you good frequency response, particularly on the bottom end. So the 7300 is good down to 100 cycles, and you're sounding really good as far as the frequency response of your audio. It's from the bottom to the top. It sounds well balanced, Roger.
Okay, very good. I get those reports very often from the folks that I have asked about it, or they compliment actually without my even asking often. My voice is actually a little bit not quite right now. It's almost like sounds like I've got a little bit of a sore throat or something, and I don't. And so I also have the 7300. I also have the 7300, a nice little radio. In fact, the mic I'm using, well, I'm on the 7610, but it came with the same mic as the 7300. And so, but they're the same. It doesn't make any difference. So it's amazing how good they sound. And sometimes people ask me what mic I'm using because it really sounds good. And I said, well, I'm using a $10,000 studio professional mic. And then they say, no wonder it sounds good. And I say, no, I'm using a plastic mic that came with the rig.
Listen, but that mic was from Bob Heil. And Bob, most of his career, used dynamic mics in most of his mics, and only towards the later part of his career did he start using electret mics. In my estimation, electret mics have a much better articulation level in the top end than dynamic mics by and large, and so I just think that mic is just a beautiful. The supplied hand mic for the 7610 and the 7300 is just an amazing mic to demonstrate that radio, and you'd have to spend $200-300 to top it with a desk mic as far as the technical sound of it, and that is provided that you work that hand mic correctly, and that is pull it to your side of the mouth and talk across it as opposed to trying to talk into it. And in listening to your audio, I'm sure that you're using it that way, because I haven't heard any disparaging aspects of that mic that you would have if you worked directly into it, Roger? You would have if you worked directly into it, Roger?
Roger. I'm well aware of that, and exactly what I've been doing since day one.
Oh yes, sir. And with that being done, then you just I wouldn't to me, I wouldn't change that. Well, I did. I've got this is a 7300, but I have to run this because we are doing audio video recording, and so I do have a house mic that feeds both the radio and my video recorder. Roger.
Both the radio and my video recorder. Roger. Yeah, Roger. Well, that makes sense. Given what your task is there. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, and doggone voice is actually failing me here in some regard. I think I better go upstairs and get a glass of water or something like that and get the roughness out of it. Although you're probably not hearing that, even though I can tell since I'm generating it. And others probably want to get your help here, so I will say 7-3. Thanks for taking my call and the information and so forth. And hope you have a good rest of the day and weekend and upcoming week, and the holiday week to boot. So with that, and now I've got to, I wrote your call down and now I can't find it. I know it's here somewhere anyway. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's K8LJ. We'll stand by and listen for a little bit, but I can't hang around too much longer. The XY needs some help. Over.
Roger. Well, listening to your audio, Bob, you are up there around with a 3 dB dynamic range, which means that your average percent of peak modulation is 80 to 85%. I've got a VU meter tied to the output of my 7300, so I can see by the way the meter hangs as to what pretty much what the compression level is. If I just had a meter hooked to a PA system, as you spoke, it would be flopping around there, 10 dB dynamic range, but that's not good for radio. We want to compress that and get it a little fatter, and the fatter you get, the more my VU meter hangs at around the 0 level where I've had it set. And so you are, like I say, about 80 to 85% peak modulation, so it really sounds good, Roger.
Peak modulation, so it really sounds good, Roger. Yeah, QSO, I appreciate that comment and so forth, and thanks for the actually putting some numbers and technical data on it. Over.
Roger, and also think about this, Bob. The lower your projection level, the more harmonics you have in your voice. If you think about it the other way, when a scream is so efficient because the voice is honed into one tonality, and really pushes that scream, and it becomes maximum volume, maximum loudness. Well, inversely, the lower the projection level, the more resonance the voice has. So the fuller 10 foot tall you sound, Roger.
10 foot tall you sound, Roger. Yeah, very good. Okay, well, that makes sense. So, and it's all validated, if you will, by the comments that I get, where I'm not even asking about my audio quality. So, okay. Anyway, I got to run upstairs. I'd rather stay here, but I need to see what she needs. So, thanks for the nice chat and technical information here. And hope you and the others listening on Frequency have a good rest of the day and upcoming holiday week. And now I gotta remember again what your call sign is, and I know I wrote it down somewhere. And heck, oh well. I do have you in the log, but I don't have that up in front of me at the moment. So anyway, thanks again, K8LJ, and I do have to run upstairs. So thanks for the help. Over.
Roger. Quickly, the call is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, KC9VKV. And 73 there, Bob. And if you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube, do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. That will take you to this recording, and it'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3400. And I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. So 73 there, and have a great afternoon. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.